still far behind. Hopefully, they'll have a successful integration test tomorrow. Lucky day 13 arrives. System integration day. The team shows up early.
Yo, you get any sleep? Yeah, I got a few hours.
But immediately, integrating the systems becomes a problem. Terry can't get his software to recognize the commands from Zaz's code so that the robots can execute the correct punch sequence.
In quick turn engineering and rapid prototyping, this type of thing happens all the time.
What was that?
People running on little or no sleep. Gets pretty stressful, but it's just a matter of running through the steps, debugging the issues, and trying to pull it all together.
Not today.
This late in the game, every element becomes crucial. If they can't get one robot up and boxing soon, it's looking more and more like they'll have to call off the fight. Coming up, on the eve of the big event, our prototypes are brought to their knees. Can the guys get them up and running?
The robots have a hard time even standing up.
And later, giant robots box. But for how long?
It's not picking up our punches.
The prototype this team has been creating the future of gaming. For the past 2 weeks, they've been building prototypes for interactive boxing robots. They've studied real boxers and used animatronic gadgetry and fast-track motion capture technology to make the robots move like professional pugilists. They fleshed out the look with junkyard parts and constructed a scoring system where the players literally get their lights knocked out. But now they're getting down to the wire. This morning is the big integration test. The guys are having problems getting all the systems to communicate.
Not today.
But when our team still has a fighting chance, they refuse to throw in the towel. And when engineers have their backs to the wall, the technobabble starts flying.
172.28.0.65.
Let me set up a UDP.
But I'm pinging you actually here.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Everything was working yesterday. We did our independent little tests. Today, once we've got everything in there now, nothing is working.
That's weird.
But in the midst of the chaos, Joe figures it out. The wireless network isn't powerful enough.
Zaz is upstairs, Terry's downstairs, and they tried to get their computers to talk for the first time. But they're on a wireless network, so there's a lot of information that's not actually being received by Terry. So we're going to run a physical connection between the two computers.
So after he runs a network cable from upstairs
Down below
to downstairs,
our long haul cable is done.
they've got full communication.
Yes!
And it seems like all systems might finally be a go.
I am receiving signal.
Despite the difficulty getting it running, the test is straightforward.
All right, you want some punches?
If Zaz throws a punch in the lair, the robot should do the same down in the shop.
Okay, we've gone up. Let the bout begin.
Okay, I'm going to throw one. You tell me what you got.
We have a right jab.
The robot responds exactly as designed. It moves like a champion.
Beautiful.
Hold on.
But Joe's not content with these single blows.
Yes. Can I help you?
Terry, we're going to do some combinations of punches. You ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're loving it.
He's the right jab. Yay! And left jab. Yay! With all of the problems that we had this morning, once everything came together and we knew that he was controlling this thing from upstairs, absolutely fantastic.
Pressure builds diamonds, I always say, and when you're really up against the wire, when it works, it feels great.
We got ourselves a fighting robot.
But there's no time to celebrate. The deadline is looming, and the second robot is just a pile of steel.
It's our last day, and we're supposed to have 2 robots done by the end of the day. Now we got 1 robot with the pneumatics working, it's moving, and it's half dressed. And that's taken 2 weeks to do.
It's a tough deadline to meet, but both robots need to be finished tonight because fight night is tomorrow.
It seems like a pretty impossible feat, but, you know, it's just time for all hands on deck and everybody making it happen.
So everyone pitches in. Nemo puts the finishing touches on Robot 1, while the others, including guest welders Kevin and Diana, tag team Robot 2.
We have to finish building the structure of the second robot. We have to attach all the pneumatics to it, and then we got to get those controlled, and then we got to go about dressing it, and we're supposed to do that by the end of the day. But obviously, we got a lot of work for ourselves.
As if that's not enough, midway through the day, the one working robot is brought to its knees.
The volume of air that it needs to get up now is it's just way too slow.
So he and Mike discussed the diagnosis.
Is it just truly that heavy?
No, it was standing up before with all the armor on it. All that's changed is he's added a little length to the arms.
But it's not looking good.
Right now we ran into some problems. The robot's having a hard time even standing up. Doesn't really make much sense, actually, because we really haven't added that much weight. So something else must be going on here.
The pileup of delays, with less and less time to fix them, brings Terry to new levels of frustration.
We are probably 2 days behind, a day before it's supposed to go. If we don't get it done, there is no final battle. And this truly is do or die. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do.
And soon, he just can't take it.
If you can't make the deadline, you walk away broken.
Coming up, can the guy snatch victory from the jaws of defeat?
Yes, it's now picking up her punches again. The left didn't register. Look at this. The lifts are just bombarding.
Find out next. To inspire the future of gaming, the team at Prototype This has taken on the challenge of building giant interactive battling robots designed to reproduce a player's moves outside the ring in just 2 weeks. But on the final day, this build is on the ropes. Our guys are just a few hours away from a boxing match that still has only one fighter. The second robot must be completed before the big fight tomorrow. Earlier, Terry's frustration brought him to the brink. But now that his head is clear, he's back in the game and sees that his problem wasn't mechanical. It was human error.
I hooked it up backwards. I hooked up the airflow to the wrong side.
Ah, the fallacies of the flesh. If we could only be more like our robotic brothers.